Dempsey, you might have won the battle, but your capital's still called Sneedhagen.
Hello, welcome to a spin-off from the Venice Divergences of Darkness Victoria 2 series. This is a story about the potential evils and corrupting power of money. It's about localization edits, the likes of which we've never seen. We've got rule arguments, but they're funny this time because we're not directly part of them, and they're about completely silly things. And most of all, it's about one misunderstood poor little country. While this is a spin-off story that doesn't deal directly with the main plotline of the series, I would still recommend watching all the way up to part 9 if you haven't already before you watch this one, because it might still spoil some things. The Venice series has a lot of long, heated episodes full of arguments and doom and despair, so I think we all really need to enjoy a ridiculous and funny side story here. So without further ado, apparently there's some talk about Vinland, a North American nation who's been fighting a lot of brutal wars this campaign, having some serious financial problems.
Hey Daystar, someone's paying your ransom.
Bank repossessed your house and someone paid for your house.
Daystar has been saved by an unknown benefactor.
Grand Columbia.
Oh!
Grand Columbia, right?
Of course Condor wants to pay off Daystars. He's an automated.
Oh my gosh,
Jewish.
Fucking Condor, yeah, no fucking.
dude, he's gonna make make him pay it back at 20% interest.
Of course.
Wait, I have a question. Like,
I
why
also
does
did.
Daystar have to pay a debt anyway?
No reason, you know.
He posted an unironic GIF.
He
He
deleted
posted a Christian
factories.
meme.
It's Vinland.
No, that's
You know-
Finland. Do you really want to support the guy who deletes factories when he loses?
Damn right, delete his factories, fuck him. What's wrong with that?
Spambot gave the following statement to Memory TV regarding the incident. The Daystar deleted factories he was losing to Belgians just before a peace deal. I also asked Reno about this. He was a new player, so I couldn't punish him too harshly by kicking him off the game or something. Reno told me to take all of Vinland's money and give it to Belgians for the factory deletion. That's what Reno does when someone deletes factories in his game. But Vinland had no money and was in huge debt. Since he didn't have any money, I was going to save edit in infamy for Vinland. But Belgians protested that, and Reno told me it was retarded. And to be honest it was, because Vinland didn't need his infamy, and it's barely a punishment. I told him that by next session he needs to get 200k, 100k for the 2 factories deleted, or I will have to kick him out of the game. It's a bit silly, but there was no other way I could punish him. Next session came, he still didn't get any money even though he had the chance. So I gave him another chance and told him if he could get another person to bail him out and pay the 200k, he'll be allowed. Dempsey Scandi was going to pay it, since he was his ally in Sverling. But something happened between the two, and Dempsey changed his mind.
Away with you, vile beggar!
Later on, like a couple of hours before the start of the game, which would mean Daystar would be replaced, Condor on Grand Columbia bailed him out last minute. Condor doesn't even know how much money he has right now.
I don't even know how much money I have.
2 mil apparently.
Yes, 2
Why
mil.
does he have 2 mil in the bank?
How does Grand Columbia get that kind of money?
How can I play?
Sounds like
Daystar
someone
has now
save
been
edited.
given his house back.
China probably
Yeah,
gave him like
no,
$2 million because China was just giving out money for.
He was kicked from the game!
Oh, he's rehosting because
Sorry, Crafter. You're out. You're out, Crafter.
Get out of here.
Crafter's bail has been set at 500k.
And now my bail's being set.
You're banned from the mic.
Why can't the host
You're
station just
my
request a
house.
grant from Grand Columbia? Why do you have to do this?
Did you just say
Grant
Grant?
Columbia.
Grant Columbia.
It's easy,
Yeah,
shut
why
up.
do
Do I
they
have a
use
lot of
grant?
money?
The
Do I have a lot of money?
The
What the
easier
fuck?
it's gonna be.
Is new lobby up?
No.
No.
Oh.
Okay, everyone join now.
Guys, time for
What if I don't
stand-up
wanna
and
join?
get experience.
If I don't want to join.
Are you gonna repossess my house again?
Yes.
So are you gonna repossess my allies?
Alright, Weevil Hugbox move down.
But what about the vile beggar himself, Vinland's own point of view and his side of the story to all this? Well, I also managed to get some comments from the Vinland player about all these events. Vinland admits now that he got really mad and deleted the factories in anger at losing the war, and he was really new, so he didn't really think about whether it was against the rules. And now quoting directly, I felt really bad afterward, but I put up a front, like I stood by my decision because I'm a prideful, arrogant dick. He also wants to point out a few other things about his situation in Vinland in general. He's obviously been getting killed now by a coalition of the Belgian Confederacy and Plantagenet, but also Qingchu is on their side. As you know, he was allied to Gran Colombia, and he also got Scandinavian support and intervention in the Americas and being his sphere lord. That was really important for Vinland, and Scandinavia won them a war or two. But now Scandinavia seemingly abandoned Vinland around the start of the War of Italian Containment. Why would Scandinavia just abandon his candidate to form Arcadia like that, as well as an alliance with Gran Colombia? Did Scandinavia really just put all this to one side to focus on that Italian containment? In any case, you now know Vinland's point of view as well as the host's point of view and the Belgian Confederacy's point of view being the one who had the factories deleted on him. Do you think Vinland made an honest mistake in the emotions of Victoria II? Do you think he's really apologetic, or he secretly actually loves the fact that he deleted the factories? Do you think he really deserved the punishment he got? Do you think he got off too lightly? Well, this is all up for you to make up your own minds.
Also, while we wait for people to join the lobby, Big Weevil, are you gonna tell them about the Easter egg?
Do you want me to tell them?
Yes.
Yesterday, I messaged Spambot to rename a random province Sneedville. So there's a random province renamed Sneedville on the map.
It's not called Sneedville because
I know where it is, and I know what it is.
You can just search for it.
That would be too easy to search up.
Yeah, just search up Sneed, see if it comes up.
We all need to send a 3K stack there and just rename it.
I think you'll enjoy what it is.
The first person to get a 3K stack there gets all of fucking Mark's stolen money.
Oh shit, yeah, it's an Easter egg hunt for the 5 million in Spambot's bank.
I'm gonna admit that was funny, but don't mean with names. Who joined?
Me.
Did your neighbors finally stop shooting at each other? Yes.
After what's that smoldering sound in the background?
Don't worry about it.
It's him sneeding.
It's the California wildfires. They're closing in, guys.
Marksman, did you hear about the hidden Sneed province?
Marksman,
The
can you
Sneedville
join the
province.
lobby?
If you find
I got
Spambot.
Spambot to rename a
Spambot.
province with Sneed in it, and you gotta find it. No, you can't use the search tool. That's cheating.
Saint Sneed.
Some
See it, aren't
shit
I?
island in the middle of
Sneed's
nowhere.
there.
I only have 2
Sneedport.
hours and 30 minutes left. The
Oh
fires are
fuck, my
closing
game.
in.
Shit.
Oh, Mark's.
Marksman.
Potet, I need some tech support.
Oh god, again. Delete the documents.
Just go to a different channel. Go to a different channel.
Oh, thanks,
Expert
Oosman.
Oosman.
Also, I'm gonna remind everyone here, the one who's been slowing down the game the whole time was Spain, Expert Marksman.
Expert Oosman's in the game. He's in the game.
Yo! Me when I'm sitting in the lobby for 48 minutes and I hear
I think
Expert
you guys
Oosman.
mean expert can't get in the lobby.
I found the Sneed province.
You found
The Trail of Sneed.
Me trying to micro war, but I'm also trying to find the Sneed province.
Oh yeah, I gotta find that
Sneedenhagen based.
Northeast.
Yes.
Instant Oosman, let's go.
Promo.
I'm gonna make this announcement pretty quick. The prize money for locating Sneedville is gonna be 2400k. The more people who don't get it, the more people
What is this fucking Squid Game?
and the Sneed province will get it.
Sneedhagen.
It's the capital of Scandinavia.
It is the capital of Scandi.
Dempsey, you might have won the battle, but your capital's still called Sneedenhagen.
So Vinland paid off his 200k debt and he earned the right to continue playing in the campaign. But how was that campaign going for him? Would getting kicked off the nation actually have been a sweet release?
The text in the top left for what country you are is dependent on your localization, not everyone else's.
Wait. Japanese specific states.
You've got a 1 general against a 4, and you've got no org. That's better, Belgian, that's better. Another Daystar W, when will this guy stop?
You see me blow up plants? Did you see that?
Oh, looks like this is another W, an L for Daystar actually. He's completely lost, it's over.
I mean, it is really. I got nothing to do. There's no secret tricks, there's no last minute allies.
Yeah, you got 2v1, so I'm interested to see how...
It's a 3v1, not a 2v1.
3v1, yeah.
I'm interested to see what the Belgians and Plantagenet do about, you know, the whole Belgian and Plantagenet thing.
Oh great, they're calling a rule break.
Stand by the enclave me!
GM, he
That is an enclave.
Arena rules.
Okay,
my
they
God.
actually can't do that.
The Belgian Confederacy got 1, 2, 3, 4 regions, and Plantagenet got 1? Jesus Christ.
No, Belgian got only 3.
Well, whatever it is.
All his scores.
What is the thing we're gonna do for this?
They have to give back the region.
Please. Spam. Oh my god.
Arena rules say whoever created
Just
the
do
enclave has to give
transfers!
back.
Just do third-party transfers!
Literally do transfers. I don't see why is this an issue.
Don't go back. Don't go back on a save. You can't just undo their rule break. I don't want you to.
Wake me
It's
up,
too late.
I can't wake up.
If somebody in multi-province can usually go back on the save and undo their
Yeah,
rule
exactly. This is just stupid.
break. They rule break for my benefit.
That's not happening. I'm gonna roll it.
Wait, what the fuck are we?
Spambot, in the future, I'd prefer if you didn't make me
Spambot.
revert
Spambot,
28 days
do you
on
want
a
me to
war.
join?
That is so stupid.
Arab
Well,
moment.
I'm
no
sorry,
rules.
but that
Save
peace deal...
edit. Save
Okay,
edit.
Reno
Maybe
never
should
ruled
read
like a
the
person.
piece. Maybe Reno should read the piece. Maybe somebody should read the
fucking
piece till they're
do a
being sent.
transfer.
Maybe Reno should
Imagine-
Reno should have fucking read it, you know
That
that?
is a miscommunication with
Yeah,
me.
you transferred.
Like, holy
I
shit,
forgot
it's like a
about-
colony with no pops in it. Like, why do people care?
Hey, I
No, it
care.
has a lot of pop.
That's my whole
That's a
life.
lot of
That's
pop.
my life. That's my nation.
Gran Colombia didn't join the Vinland War, so now he gets decked on anyway. Good job. Japanese Pacific States. I just
How?
noticed.
How did it... How?
It's a localization thing. By changing your own localization, it'll change the name there for everyone.
Unfortunately, I didn't get any footage of the Gran Colombia War there, but it was very short, only a few battles were fought, and this is the peace deal for it. Qingchu took 2 core regions off of Gran Colombia, and Plantagenet took 3. These regions all look pretty big on the map, but there's actually barely any pops in them, whereas the regions that the Belgian Confederacy just took off of Vinland actually have some pops in them. This means that things are actually looking pretty bad for Plantagenet going into the inevitable clash against the Belgian Confederacy to form Arcadia. As you can see from the pops, the Belgians are the strongest and they just benefited the most from all this. But that's a fight we're going to see later in the Venice series. And here's the war analyzer for that 3v1 against Vinland. You just can't beat those 3 nations, simple as. And what's that so-called enclave rule in the peace deals all about? Well, I actually looked this up in the rules and I was surprised to find there isn't a specific rule against this. And it just sort of came under general exploits where they have a sort of precedent, which is actually quite funny because it once again shows how these massive rules are turning out useless and having good precedents is actually better. But I do agree with this rule. When you're taking land from someone in a peace deal, you're not allowed to cut off other parts of their land with the land that you take. This tiny region in the Americas was the worst example possible, and the fact that we had to rehost and revert several weeks in-game to fix this was actually ridiculous. but in a bigger European context it can actually make a huge difference. You can completely ruin someone's country disproportionately to the war score that you actually took by, say, cutting them in half, or just making it so they can't put up a fight against you again or have any kind of front line. So that's why the Belgian Confederacy had to go back and take this region instead of this region, meaning that Vinland gets to keep Detroit for now. And that's it for the strange and ridiculous story of the vile beggar Vinland and the search for Sneedville. Scandinavia's capital city in the Venice series will be called Snedenhagen until the end of time, and one day maybe Italian troops might even visit Snedenhagen, but from where we are right now, that's a very long way off. The main plot lines for the Venice series will continue in the next part. I hope you enjoyed this spin-off. Thank you very much for watching. Thank you once again to all my Patreon supporters. Just a short time before this spin-off was uploaded, the second compilation of bonus clips for the whole Venice series was released for you great people. You can normally find me streaming Vic2 multiplayer soon after I upload these videos on Fridays, as well as other days if you check the schedule. So you can see iconic Victoria moments just like in all these videos, except you can be there live and be immortalised in the chat during it. And lastly, on my Discord, after you finish watching these videos, you can go and chat about them live in the spoilers channel every week. And you'll probably find some of the other players who are in the campaigns there. Alright, that's it. Like the video and subscribe. Goodbye.